Welcome to the Clearwave Fiber Customer Administration Portal Training Video Series. In this series, you'll learn how to manage your company's hosted voice service by following brief demonstrations of the different settings in the administration portal. In this video, we're going to cover Business Hosted Fax. Business Hosted Fax is a product offered for customers who would like the flexibility of using a cloud-based fax service for their business. Business Hosted Fax allows customers to send and receive faxes via the customer admin portal, as well as configure receiving faxes via email. It's important that all of your end users have set up their login for CAP in order to access the Business Hosted Fax portal. To access the Hosted Fax page from your login landing page, click Enterprise Services, then click Hosted Fax. This page is where you'll see all of the incoming faxes, but sent faxes will only be viewable by the user who sent them. Here's a screenshot example. This end user has sent 3 faxes that even the administrator is not able to see. Before we cover how to send faxes, let's look at the Configuration tab. This is where you'll set up each end user to be able to access the hosted fax service in the admin portal, as well as ensure the user's email is configured to receive faxes via email. I have a new user that I need to configure to access the hosted fax service, so let me show you how to do that. Click the gear wheel in the Actions column. Leave Store Received Faxes in the Hosted Fax widget checked, as this will ensure any faxes received will remain visible in the portal to everyone. Click the Assign User dropdown and select the new user to add to the fax list. Next, click the Assign User button, then click Save. Now, you should notice that most of my users are configured to access, view, received faxes, and send faxes in the administration portal, and by configuring the users this way, they'll now receive the fax via email as well. But what about the admin user? They don't show up in this list. Admin users are always able to log into the portal and view received faxes as well as send faxes, but they cannot receive faxes by email unless another setting is configured. Let's go back to the My Hosted Fax tab and click the drop-down next to a hosted fax. You'll select your hosted fax number, then on the far right side of the screen, click the gear icon again. Be sure to select Email Me Received Faxes to enable yourself as an admin user to receive faxes by email. If you have more than one admin user for your account, each admin will need to complete this step by themselves to ensure they are set up to receive faxes by email. Now, let's cover how to send faxes and view faxes that have been sent or received. To send a fax, click the Send Fax icon on the far right side of the screen. Be sure to click the number drop-down for Sender Fax Number and select the hosted fax phone number. Enter a recipient name in the recipient name field, then enter the fax number in the recipient's fax number field. You can enter a subject line if you'd like. You can then either attach files by leaving Attachment Selected in the fax type area, or you can enter text by selecting Input Text. You cannot both attach a file and use the text input field, only one or the other. To send a fax with an attachment, click Attach New File. Navigate to the file location on your PC, select the file, and click the Open button. You can attach additional files if needed using the same method. Then click the Send Fax button. Once the fax is sent, you can view the status of the fax in the Status column. If it states pending delivery, that means the fax is still being sent through the network. It can take up to 5 minutes for a fax to be processed, depending on several factors, such as the size of the fax and whether the fax is being sent to another hosted fax service or to an analog fax line. There may be times you'll need to log out of the portal and log back in to see the delivery confirmation in the Status column. Sent faxes can be identified by the blue arrow pointing up, and received faxes can be identified by the green arrow pointing down. You can also see if the fax failed to send, and you'll have a retry option if that happens. Once a fax has been sent or received, you will see it in the list in your admin portal. Remember, you will only be able to see faxes you yourself have sent, not every fax sent by every user. To view the content of the fax, click the View icon. This will load the fax in full for your viewing. If someone didn't receive the fax you sent, you can click the Resend button to resend the fax. The Email button can be used to forward the fax to another email address. And finally, the Delete button will allow you to delete faxes received or faxes you've sent from the portal.